Hi, welcome to the Market Alert for Tuesday, the 26th of February 2019. So yesterday we see the pound move higher. The market trading through the 76% retracement on the overnight here. You can see how prices have moved higher. We'll look at this in more detail in just a moment. So we're heading back up at the moment, and given the uncertainty with May's negotiations out in Egypt at the moment, the pound is doing really well. It's moving back up to the 132 area, which we can see here. We're through the 76% retracement, so let's see how prices get on when they get to this level, or if they should get to this level. Nothing happened on the pound yesterday until we saw the market end its session, and prices came down to the 200 bar moving average, and then off they went. But prior to this, the market had failed to move. It was trading in a very narrow range, and both trades there you can see losing trades. However, there is a pickup of a manual trade, as it were, here, where we see the market testing down at the support psychological level, the close of Friday, and also touching the 200 bar moving average there as well, just coming down to have a look at it. News today: inflation hearings for the UK, which is a new one on me. Never heard of inflation report hearings. It's probably been around for a while, but as I say, it's the Office for Fiddling Statistics. They choose what they want in this so-called basket, and of course it's always things like disposable cameras that nobody uses anymore, and lipstick and things like that only 50% of the population uses. So it makes the inflation figures look good. They don't put in house prices or anything like that anymore, or things like butter or food. It's amazing that they get away with it, but they do. Powell is testifying at 2:45, and consumer confidence in the US also out at 3 p.m. as well. So expect a bit of movement around on the Dow at this time. And speaking of the Dow, yesterday the market moving higher in the pre-market session, but as soon as it got into the main event, prices move lower. You can see this. You've got the red. You've got an upthrust, potential weakness around in the market, and you can see here, if I just drag this across, you will see in the pre-market session yesterday the market just kept piling on the points here, moving to the upside. I'm just going to drag this over a bit more so you can see the market gapping up on Sunday night, then retracing, and then the market's retracing 76% there before continuing to move higher throughout the pre-market session. But as soon as we got to the main event, you can see how sideways prices became, and then eventually they broke to the downside. It bounced off the 200 bar moving average, and then eventually broke, and then headed back to fill the gap that we saw on Sunday evening. And you see there prices pulling back once more, and you can see there the gap being filled. So on the overnight, a bit of weakness around for this market at the moment. We're through this 76% retracement, so what I will be doing to have a look at how things may pan out, I'm going to go from this low to this high, and I'll be looking at the 25,876 because this is where the market's come back and then moved higher. So it's certainly become quieter in the Dow. We've got resistance at the high of the upthrust, just below the 26,278 level. So yeah, let's see how things pan out and what Powell has to say at 2:45 as well. And then finally in Bitcoin, the sell-off on Sunday, bit of a bounce back yesterday and back down on the overnight. So again, going back into another phase of sideways movement for this market. So not a lot to report with regards to this. So yeah, keep an eye on the pound, see what comes out of Egypt, where May is. That's if she's still there. And how that will affect going forward. This whether they get the postponement of Article 50, who knows? She doesn't want it, but Tusk does. So that's the reason behind the pound moving yesterday. As far as the Dow is concerned, they want the market up. If we get some weakness in between, well, so be it. But it'll be interesting to see how dovish Powell's comments are today, and that will certainly boost the market if they are. Okay, that will do it for this one. If there is anything else to report, I will let you know, but otherwise, as ever, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.